How would the agent have a
Wi-Fi now disabled.
private key for
Right.
the address?
Because it's an inside job. That's the only way they would have a private key for that. There's not the type of decoding of encryption to be able to have the key. Bullshit. This is what I think. So remember during the election, like Biden and they were going to say it's going to be a dark winter. Well, what happened? Well, Texas had power outages, right? The worst. There's this huge storm happened, power outages. Nobody has any gas. Now there's a cyber attack on the food industries. Now there's going to become shortages in food. This to me does not seem like a coincidence. This seems to me to be a coordinated attack on the American people somehow, some way. There's some bullshit going on, and there's no way that this FBI agent had this private key for this address for 63.7 Bitcoin unless they were in on the hacking in some way. This is complete bullshit to me. I got to call a red flag on this because I do not believe one fucking word of this.
Isn't it a yellow flag they throw on the field?
Red flag, purple flag, green flag. I don't care. It does not matter what color you
it's Pride Month. You may as well throw a rainbow flag.
You can do all the flags. But this is bullshit to me. This is bullshit to me, folks. And if that offends you in any way, think about it. How in the hell did they do it? They're scaring us. They're trying to scare us. Oh, they're going to shut down electric. They're going to shut down oil. Shutting down food. Things are going to get a little bit crazy for folks if they don't start preparing in some way. I would recommend trying to find ways to get some solar power if you don't have it. Getting a generator somehow if you don't have it. Getting one of those freezers that you could put some food in and store it, because the price of meat right now is skyrocketing, right? So I don't know if you can go somewhere local and buy a cow and get that cut up, butchered, and put in the freezer. Probably not a bad idea. There's some shenanigans going on that seems to me that if you connect the dots like you could do on the wall, like a conspiracy theorist that I am. But unfortunately, I have just been, the amount of theories that I've been correct on since the year 2000 is too damn high. Because I research it and I connect the dots, and you got to connect the dots these days. And there's something going on they're not telling us. And boy, it sure is convenient how, the fucking agent had the keys. How about that? Bullshit.
And on that note, Travis is going to take a drink of water, because that was...
Travis did not kill himself.
No, he did not. We are not suicidal.
Suicidal thoughts. If I disappear, whoops, what happened? More shenanigans.
Yeah, neither did Jeffrey Epstein. And neither did the president of El Salvador. His name is Nayib Bukele, and his goal is to make his country the first to embrace Bitcoin as legal tender. And guess what? The bill passed today, right before we were getting ready to record the show. We found the news that it is officially a supermajority passed it this morning. Apparently there was a big conversation in Twitter Spaces as it was happening. It goes into effect immediately that the government would allow 90 days for an infrastructure to be put in place. So this is it. They have to, in El Salvador, you have to assume that you have to take Bitcoin as legal tender.
Yeah, well, listen to this. I mean, so this was a big thing in Miami. The president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, announced...
He has laser eyes, by the way. If you look at his Twitter, he's got laser eyes.
Oh, very nice. Well, that's cool. Well, so Jack Mallers, who's the founder of Strike, that's a digital wallet built on the Lightning Network, he lived in El Salvador for 3 months, and he discovered like 70% of the people there don't have a bank account. And 20% of the whole country's GDP, the amount of money that comes in, comes from remittances that are sent by migrants back to family members. 20% of their GDP. And so become a functional currency legally within the country, that is going to open up a whole lot of doors. That can eliminate a lot of those remittance fees, because folks that are in different countries are going to get Bitcoin wallets, figure out how Bitcoin works, start sending money to their family back with Bitcoin if they've not already been doing it. And I think that they're saying this, they're calling this the shot heard coin, and Tim Draper called it a brilliant government move and said entrepreneurs flights to El Salvador.
I disagree, and there's people and mocking it because El Salvador has some critical issues right now because of trying to get across the borders and go somewhere where there can be more prosperity. But this will help to reignite their economy.
Oh yeah, this builds out and it becomes a crypto-centric country where it sounds like it will. I bet in the next few years they'll be way better off than they are now because people will have a little bit of Bitcoin. Bitcoin will cruise up in value, and I would, if I was a betting man, which sometimes I am, then I think El Salvador's on the come up. They're going to be rising, and I think this is huge. And I think this is partly due. This is partly part of the reason that Bitcoin is cruising up right now. It's up $36,000, $37,000 because wow, a country is now accepting this as its official currency. Whoa.
Somebody had to be first, and it says here in this tweet that the government is going to create a Bitcoin wallet for merchants. They can use any wallet they want, but if they need help. And this is a mandate. By law, you have to accept Bitcoin. This is what legal tender means here. Now, I'm not a big fan of this whole laser eyes thing. You know, it's like this movement, these people posting laser eyes pictures on their profiles. I've never been a bandwagon kind of guy. I thought for a moment about doing it. I'm like, no, I don't do that. If I was going to post anything, it would be a picture of me with like big googly eyes or something, you know, just to say, I don't go along with everybody else just because you're doing your laser eyes. It's not my thing.
Yeah,
it's not my jam.
Why not? That's your thing. So speaking of El Salvador, and they're doing stuff and taking crypto and embracing it, the new CFTC boss he says after Googling it, the new CFTC commissioner, Dan Berkovitz, has called for a crackdown on unregulated DeFi derivatives platforms. This just came out 14 hours a day. It says DeFi is a bad idea and probably illegal. Not only do I think that unlicensed DeFi markets for derivative investments are a bad idea, but I also do not see how they are legal under the CEA. And the CEA is some acronym that I don't know what it is.
So I'm going to say douchebag.
And he goes, I don't know what it is, but I just Googled it and it looks bad.
Okay, are we moving on?
Let's move on. It's just crazy to me.
Okay, it is crazy. Bitcoin.com has this article that we find interesting. A new Australian report shows that fraudsters pick bank transfer over cryptocurrency. No, crypto exists just so people can do scams and stuff. It's bad because bad people use it. But of course, the truth is that bank transfers, of course, are more used. This out of Australia, 97 million Australian dollars stolen through such transfers, with a 5% increase over the previous year. Bitcoin was the second highest method in losses, according.
You can foresee that banks are being really cautious on these transfers now, right? Because so to buy a place in Puerto Rico, I actually had to go back to my bank and get cashier's checks to kind of help do the owners. And basically how it works is like 7 checks I needed to write to get this thing. Was that fun?
Oh, that's going to be great fun. You got to have a medical report. You got to get your driver's record from the state that you're in. You have to have your real Social Security card, your passport. You have to have an FBI check, which means you got to go get fingerprinted. This is to get a driver's license. You have to have a permanent address here. So you've already overcome that because you have your house. But that's just the beginning of all the fun, Sir Lord Travis.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to find my original freaking Social Security card. Oh, my God.
Mm-hmm. Yep, if you can't get one, by the way, I found out you can go to the Social Security Administration. They will replace it for you.
Okay, sweet.
They will send you another one. Okay.
Have you ever had to use your Social Security card anywhere ever since, like, you
Never.
know, like ever since
Never.
you had to get your first driver's license? I guess it
Never.
makes sense. Then you got to get your driver's license. You need your Social Security card. I don't know. It's crazy. I got my passport. How about let me use that?
Not enough.
Not enough.
Not enough. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. So another quick story from around the world. You could read more about it in the show notes. Denmark's tax minister wants to change the country's existing tax code to respond to challenges posed by Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. I'm sure he's not alone. All over the world, they're trying to figure out how to update their tax codes to deal with cryptocurrency, and it's going to take them a long time, right? They're just barely figuring out Bitcoin and Ethereum with all of these altcoins and all of this DeFi and NFTs and all these other, shitcoins out there. I don't know how. All of these DEXs and these wallets, how in the world? It's difficult enough for those of us who are in to try to keep track of everything. How's the IRS or other government agencies going to figure this stuff out? It's going to take time.
It's going to take time. You know what else is taking time? Freaking Ethereum 2.0 is taking a ridiculous amount of time. So much time that even Vitalik Buterin, the crown prince of crypto, is surprised at how long this is taking. And I guess there's a lot of problems built on with the he was talking about this in Hong Kong, and he was mentioning, because he's not the one building it. There's a bunch of team members are out there building it because it's a decentralized thing, and he thought that it should have happened a while ago, but now it's taking 3 months has turned into 18 months, and it's going to take even longer. They're thinking that what might take 1 year to do proof of stake is going to actually take 6 years to do. And so it is pretty complex. I bet he's looking back going, damn, why did I not build proof of stake in the first place? And according to the roadmap, they estimate that it's probably not even going to be done before late 2022. It might not be until early 2023 now until proof of stake happens. So we will see. And speaking of steak, I would like mine medium rare. But seriously though, the proof of stake network, they say when it's all done, is going to use around 99.95% less energy. That is huge. That's why it needs to be done. Then NFTs might work a little better. And I would say probably the miners of Ethereum is not going to like that because the gas fees will be negligent at that point. I wonder what it does to the price. It's going to be wild to see what happens when you go from proof of work to proof of stake. It should be wild.
I'm a little disappointed that it's taking this long, but not surprised. And, Vitalik says it's mostly people problems. Apparently, also around the world, Sir Lord Travis says there is a hard drive shortage in Southeast Asia, and demand for HDDs and SSDs to farm proof of space crypto has spread to Europe. And now Chia farmers are snapping up hard drives in Europe.
Well, that's the proof of space crypto that's spreading, and people are getting really excited about Chia. And I believe it's chia.network, I think, is the website. I'm not seeing it. As usual, people don't actually link to the actual site. They just, oh, Chia, here's another link to another article we wrote about Chia. But Chia is what is causing those drives to explode. And so there's a lot of people in Europe that are now buying some. I've bought a nice couple of 10 terabyte drives. I think Chia could be huge because what you do is you create this huge plot of this free space on an external hard drive, and then you're going to be able to begin to mine Chia through that additional space, and they're going to use that space for whatever they're going to use it for, but it allows you to earn crypto from that, and it is not launched yet, but they think that the hard drive boom is going to just keep going, and when Chia finally launches, it's going to pop up. There's a nice little video here on this that says, what is Chia? What is the Chia network? And they're saying it's a new crypto that claims to be more environmentally friendly than Bitcoin, where Bitcoin uses the proof of work consensus, which requires miners to run powerful computers to solve mathematical problems. Chia uses the new proof of space and time system that relies on unused storage space. So staking out 100 gigabyte plots on your hard drive, 500 gigabyte plots, terabyte plots, that is which will be filled with hashes when a new block is added to the blockchain. Its hashes compared with the hashes on the farmer's drives and blah 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 blah. And it's an interesting mechanism. So check it out.
Chia.
What is it? SXCH? Is that the token?
That is correct. Also,
$552 right now.
Environmentally friendly stuff. Solar power would be a great way to mine Bitcoin, and guess what? It's coming to the U.S. with an investment of $5 million from Jack Dorsey's Square. Blockstream is providing the infrastructure for this. They've teamed up to create an open source solar-powered mining facility at one of Blockstream's mining sites in the U.S. The knowledge gained from building a Bitcoin mine powered by renewable energy. That's what they're all about here. They want to raise awareness and show how Bitcoin mining in conjunction with renewable energy can help drive the clean energy transition. Hey, who turned out the sun? right? That doesn't happen. The sun doesn't go out. Solar power is always there, so why not harness it?
Well, there are people who wanted to build like this sort of cloud dust thing around Earth to protect us from the sun rays and stop global warming. Yeah, we don't want global colding. Okay, we don't want ice age. That's what happens whenever like a big asteroid or meteor hits Earth, or a big volcano or super volcano, like what could happen at Yellowstone happens, and then all that debris goes up into the sky. It flies around in the atmosphere and the jet stream, and then no sunlight gets through, and ice age happens, and crazy shit. People die, dinosaurs die, all that stuff. So yeah, we don't want it. We want to keep the sun keep the sun until there's no more sun, until the sun has been blocked out by a super volcano.
Ba-boom! There we go. But why not harness the power of solar energy until then? And frankly, I like the sun. I'm getting a savage tan here in Puerto Rico.
I noticed I'm getting a nice tan too. It's crazy. It's like my feet, I have those flip-flop tan. Where got the little V on my toes.
That's TMI right there.
And here's the DeFi. Goldman Sachs is betting on DeFi infrastructure firm Block Damon. And I don't know what they have against Matt Damon, but they're trying to block him now. Block Damon, Daemon. And, Goldman Sachs has continued to invest in crypto companies. And how about because what happens a lot of times in the government is it's so incestual with some of these top companies, and you'll see CEOs of this company moving into regulation positions and over here in the government, blah, blah, blah. How about we get somebody from Goldman Sachs that likes DeFi to go be our CFTC director, not this douchebag who doesn't like crypto. Quit doing those non-crypto douchebags. We're hiring them. Ugh.
Well, that is almost going to wrap up the news. Sir Lord Travis Wright. There's an article here on PublishOX.com we want to point out that you can find in the show notes about Electroneum being everywhere. Electroneum is a partner, friend of the show, and we are operating as advisors for them at Anytask.com. And this article talks about how they are shaping the future of online marketplaces through blockchain and crypto. They're doing a lot of really interesting things, and ETN continues to get adoption. So we recommend that you do check that out. If you've been following the markets recently, you probably heard all about GameStop and all the crazy, shady things the hedge funds are doing to stop retail investors from winning. Well, what if there was a platform that let you take control of all kinds of investment opportunities? Not just talking about crypto trading, also talking about commodities, stocks, even foreign currencies. Prime XBT can be your one-stop shop for all your trading needs. Check them out at badco.in/Prime XBT and get this 50% bonus on your first deposit. All you got to do is use the promo code Bad Crypto Podcast. Easy to spell. I shouldn't have to spell it for you. Bad Crypto Podcast. It's all one word. Badco.in/Prime XBT. And Sir Lord Travis, we have some interesting reviews that have come in via listener feedback. This 5-star from Maximus from the Black Hole wrote, "These guys are not gals. That is all." 5 stars.
Wow.
He's assuming our gender.
How do I identify? I maybe have changed.
Another one from Misspent Youth said, "So bad it's good." Joel Comm and Travis Wright, the Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura of crypto podcasts. So it's just totally out of touch for not knowing.
That's actually a great compliment. If you have not saw the comedy routine of Bert Kreischer and his Russian machine comedy bit, that's probably one of the best stories I have ever seen. Him telling this story about how he goes to Russia, doesn't know any Russia, spoke 4 years of Russian in college, learned nothing, and then all he knows how to say is that he's the machine. Gets caught up in these Russian mafia guys, and that madness ensues. What's not really great is apparently us by Tassamat. Too much non-crypto talk, too much political opinion, not enough crypto analysis. I like the news aspect of the show, but social and political unbearable to listen.
That's unlistenable, right? Yeah, not unbearable to listen. You're sucking up. Virgin.
Typical crypto, but with the unnecessary commentary.
Wait.
Tidbits, but then you quickly learn they're just hyping crypto with the vast majority of other crypto podcasts with the added occasional political commentary. Recent episode mentioned conspiracy Q-like thoughts and that the government had a hand on releasing COVID from a Wuhan lab. One of the immune system because the virus would eventually go away. These guys should stick to crypto. We're hyping crypto, so we should think.
Yeah. Jason, buddy, what do you do? Stick to that instead of writing.
Yeah. How about listening to podcasts that are going to educate you instead of listening to us?
Or open your mind that perhaps your point of view.
Go back to your filter bubble.
Yes. Yeah. So here's the answer to those requests for us to change how we approach this show. No. Hard pass. We're going to, it's, what's going on there? I hear something else.
Jason, it's me, your filter bubble. Come back. Your like-minded friends want to talk to you about things you already agree with. Change your opinion, Jason. Stay where you are. Go living.
Or go listen to Tom McDonald. With any filter bubble that you have there, he will the crap out of that thing.
Snowflakes. Why are y'all so snowflakes?
Hey, if you guys don't know by now that this is who we are and this is what we do, then you're never, going to figure it out. We are for the discriminating podcast and crypto listener with a sense of humor. We don't claim to be financial advisors. We are not experts. We're just going down the rabbit hole, bringing our conversations that we would have every day, regardless of whether or not this was a show, to you. And you're invited to come listen. And guess what? Sometimes that means you're going to hear some other thoughts that we have that might not be crypto-centric. That's who we are. And leaders to frame their content to placate others is not being authentic and genuine and real.
These two got two-star reviews. It was nice. They weren't just a 1-star. They were a 2-star. Like, what kind of? But I've changed my ways now. I'm never going to have political thoughts of my own ever again. And in fact, as soon as this podcast is over, I'm going to go get 4 vaccine shots because I want to be extra careful.
Well, and if you do that, you are assured to stay mediocre.
Perfect.
But that's not what we want you to do. We want you to stay there.
Who's bad?
The Bad Crypto Podcast is a production of Bad Crypto LLC. The content of the show, the videos, and the website is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. You shouldn't make any decisions as to finances, investing, trading, or anything else based on this information without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional financial advisor. Please understand that the trading of Bitcoins and alternative cryptocurrencies have potential risks involved. Anyone wishing to invest in any of the currencies or tokens mentioned on this podcast should first seek their own independent professional financial advisor.
All right, we are waiting now for doing.
I do again. I do all the clickies. I do clickies. You wait.
It's a browsing time, baby. While we're here waiting for Joe to open up those news articles once again, let's just remind everyone how long it takes to digest corn. A lot of times it doesn't digest at all. And now, back to the news.
Review, and if it's a funny review, we're going to read the review, like this review right here. Wait, there was no funny reviews this week, so we're not going to read one.
Are you sure? Maybe we just haven't looked yet. I'm actually going to go into our studio stuff right now and take a look here and see if there's any new reviews that we can use. There it is. This one just came in. From its face, that's not funny, but if you look at what she said there about us providing great advice, that's kind of funny because
it is funny.
We don't. We provide mediocre advice at best.
Well, we tell you don't listen to our advice. That's pretty good advice.
I love the reviews you get where it's like, don't listen to these guys. They don't know what they're talking about. Well, that's actually
mostly true in many respects. We do know NFTs. Like when it comes to crypto, we can pass on some information, but on telling you what to buy or something. You know what? I'm going to read one other review here, Travis. This is actually for our other podcast, The Nifty Show, which is currently a 5-star rating, and we invite you guys to listen to it, by Tropic Vibes. I'm a believer. Spoiler alert, this show is awesome. After hearing Joel break down NFTs on EO Fire, I had to hear more. The Nifty Show killed all of my skepticism about the blockchain. Finally, I see practical use that I can dive into. My first NFT had to be the Prophet blockchain hero because I've been converted. I see this light. I love the eternal 12-year-old references and how they're not just talking about speculation. I have no clue if I bought the Prophet at a good price, but I don't care. I'm 34, but feel like I'm in middle school opening my first pack of Pokemon cards. Thanks for the show. Watch out, world. If DBZ or Coming to America NFTs drop, I'm hoarding. LOL. There you go. So
Dragon Ball Z NFTs would be great.
Yeah.
I mean, they better make over 9,000 of them.
Absolutely. So thanks for the review, and we invite you guys to go check out the Nifty Show as well, twice weekly. It's an up and comer, mate. That's what I say.
We enjoy doing it, and that's why we keep doing it, because we enjoy creating great content. I'm a big fan of Joel Comm. I like his brain, and we have good conversations. And so once upon a time, we decided, hey, let's record some of these conversations, and we're still conversating, and we're still recording said conversations, and you're still tuning in, and that really shows us a lot.
And you're still following the very simple instructions that we provide you with at the end of each and every show, and that is to stay back.
Who's bad?
Production of Bad Crypto and the website is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. You shouldn't make any decisions as to finances, investing, trading, or anything else based on information without undertaking independent. Anyone wishing to invest or tokens mentioned on this podcast.
I've got some corn on my plate, but it just did.
Bitcoin has spiked over $40,000 once again. Who saw that coming? Tim Draper says everyone will accept Bitcoin by 2022 and the price will hit $250,000. He sees it coming. And Bitcoin goes up after Elon Musk tweets that Tesla would accept Bitcoin again under certain conditions. We all saw that flip-flop coming. Also coming your way is the rest of the crypto and blockchain news from around the world, delivered with a sense of humor and some commentary just to make the show unlistenable to those with sensitive ears. Welcome to our Bad News, episode number 524 of the Bad Crypto Podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
Who's bad?
Welcome to the Bad Crypto Podcast. I'm Joel, that's Travis, and we've been reading your mail.
We know you guys don't like us being us. You think that some of you think that we should change and not be so bantery and saying things about stuff that's important.
So we want to apologize for all the words we've said, and if anybody's feelings were hurt.
Suck it!
Yeah, we don't care. I mean, it's not that we don't care, it's just that we don't care. We're going to be us. Look, you go do you. We're going to do us. This is the Bad Crypto Podcast, the show for the crypto serious, the crypto curious, and those with a sense of humor. And
Crypto Furious. Matter of fact, Crypto Furious messaged me on LinkedIn.
Was he mad?
He wasn't mad at all, but he says he might be calling in again sometime.
Oh, that would be great. Crypto Furious, please call us. And anybody, in fact, is welcome to call us. Here's the Bad Crypto Hotline that is open 24/7, 365, and 366 during leap years. The number is 708-885-9... whatever. Just it's there. It's like, it's a Google Voice. It's free.
Yeah. And we like them. We have not had a call in a while, so quit slacking.
You slackers with your snackers.
Slacker. There's some people. They are working to revolutionize the gaming industry with huge hits. They got F1 Delta Time. They acquired Quid, Sandbox. I mean, how huge is that? They also have like Crazy Defense Heroes and a few other things. Lots of other stuff in the works. If you're a gamer or just interested in knowing what Animoca Brands is all about, go check them out at AnimocaBrands.com.
Bum, bum. And with that, let's jump into this week's news. Timestamp is June the 16th, 2021, 4:13 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. The crypto market cap's $1.654 trillion. Bitcoin, 38,687. Ethereum, 2415. Tether, 0.995. Binance, $350. Cardano, $1.51. Dogecoin, 31 cents. XRP, 84 cents. USD coin, 0.999. Polkadot's, $23. And Uniswap is the number 10 coin at this very present moment, but it is an ever-changing world in crypto. Currently $22.27. Everything at the time of this recording is looking reddish. So it's a reddish hue.
It is a reddish hue, but over the last 7 days, Bitcoin's popped up 15%, which is always nice to see. And then if we're actually, a couple other ones popped up as well. Chili's popped up 42% because everybody loves those baby back ribs. Shiba Inu up 18%. Waves up 17%. And there's a couple other ones up near the top that really popped up. Quant, 67%. And AMP, 105%. Those are all top 100 coins. So good stuff. It looks like, you know what? I mean, seeing Bitcoin pop up all the way over 40 to 41,000, like, to me, there's some good stuff in the news that we're going to be talking about that shows that there's some bullish potential that might be around the corner.
And when we look at the last 7 days, there's only a few in the top 100 that are down, more than 10%. Most of them, it's been kind of a sideways week for a lot of the crypto. So let's look at the Bitcoin news. The lead story for tonight is Elon Musk flip-flops and has way too much influence over people. I just don't imagine, like, who are you that buys or sells based on an Elon Musk tweet about Bitcoin, being carbon friendly? I don't get it.
I don't know what you're talking about, Joel. I sit here and watch all of the Elon Musk tweets. I subscribed. I've got the bell. I got them coming to my SMS. So whenever he tweets, it immediately signals to me that I need to go buy or sell Bitcoin, Joel, or Dogecoin.
Now we know who it is. It's Sir Lord Travis Wright's alter ego, Zerlord Travis Wright. That is the one who does
I don't even
that.
know what that was, actually.
I don't know what that was either, but it was funny. So he tweeted on Sunday that Tesla would start accepting Bitcoin again once at least half of it can be mined using clean energy. Again, this is all so hypocritical because Tesla, come on.
It is, because now with El Salvador mining Bitcoin in volcanoes, so now all we need is just half the Bitcoin mining to go into volcanoes, and then we're good. That's just seems to me like some Neanderthal money or something. Like, ooh, we're a volcano. Let's make money. It's like,